GM guys. GM, what's up? What's going on? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? All right, so quick one. I want us to go through BTC for today. Let's see what the market is saying and what the market has so far. Yeah, so as you guys know, market dumped heavily yesterday, which is not new because there has been a guy that has been consistently calling out these pumps and this dump, and it's been me all along. All along, it's been me. So quickly, I want us to go over BTC price action for this new month called December. Yes, it's my singular belief that we still have liquidity below 80k that we need to tap, and that liquidity is somewhere around 79,307. And I'm going to tell you why we need to tap that liquidity. I see a lot of technical analysts out there trying to get you guys high on opium, especially last week. A lot of TA guys were trying to get you guys high on opium, and I was laughing because it was very clear in the market that we were going to dump. We're not going anywhere yet. All right, 100k is on the chart. Yes, we have liquidity at 88k, 90k and 100k, but I believe before we tap those liquidity, we may just have a little zones to battle with, right? We just need to conquer a little zones, and then we can start taking those highs. So this is the monthly time frame, and I want you guys to watch out for this line 79 307 and 74 441, and I'm going to explain this line soon, and it has to do with April 7th, right? I think April 7th or April 14th, there about 7th of April. This particular support is coming from 7th of April. And for those of you that have done analysis with me before, you understand a whole lot about time-based analysis and why time-based analysis is very solid. Now, this support that we have here, this is a weekly time frame. This support that we have here is the Monday Asia high on the 7th of April. Right, I want us to go to 1 hour. Let's quickly pick it from 1 hour, because I want you guys to understand what is facing the market, because I get a lot of technical analysts telling you that we are supposed to start bouncing from here, we are supposed to start going to 104k from here. Even if we are supposed to go to 100k from here, there's a reason why we should go to 100 from here, and I'm going to show you why we can possibly head to 100k from the current market price of BTC or from this current market region. But before that, I want to draw your attention to the support sitting at 79,307. As you can see right here, we have support coming from Monday Asia high, which was on the 7th of April, and we have the Monday Asia low on the 7th of April, which was formed at this area. Right now, these two areas are pivotal areas for the market, for me, in this current time. And you can see how the market one time broke this structure, came back, retested this guy, and then broke above it, retested the higher band, and look at that. This was what gave birth to a new all-time high. So BTC from 74k was what gave birth to the new all-time high we saw. And it's my belief that we should come back to that zone for a retest before we can now start talking about going for another all-time high, right? I know that yes, the market has done by over 36% the last time I checked, but that doesn't mean that we should start moving from here. And like I said, even if we have to move up from here, there are certain fundamental, or rather there are certain technical reasons why we should move up from here. Now that I've shown us the 9k possibility, and you can see how beautiful this is aligning. You can see how that our previous month low is very close to the 17k region. You can see how close it was, right? So we still have this liquidity untapped, right? So watch out for that 79k, and if 79k does not hold this market, then 74k should hold this market. Meanwhile, if the market gets to 79,307, this area, I'm going to buy for a bounce. Because I'm going to buy for a bounce. I'll just take profit somewhere around the previous month low, and then I watch out subsequent reactions before I can choose to another possible long, right? But aside that, I have a theory, right, for this week. Yes, because our goal now is what's the market this week? What should we watch out for? And this is where this guy comes to play. So early hours of this morning, when the market crashed, I took a buy from 85,971.21, and I took some profits somewhere around here. Right? I was expecting it to go all the way up to 88, but the moment I saw that it has retested over, I took some profit. Right? And look at now, the candle is heading. So I'm going to place another buy at this point. Yes, I'm going to place another buy at this point for a long. If this entire area is lost, see this entire area, if this entire area is lost this week, then we are going down to 79k. Yes, there's no bounce anywhere coming. I'm telling you this one for free. If we don't bounce either at this previous Monday shallow or today's low or previous week low, if we lose out on all this liquidity, if we take them all out, market closes below the previous week low and retest it, say bye to 80k region, and we go all the way down to 79 80k. Yes, say bye to the 85k region, and then expect a dump to 79 80k. So how am I doing this analysis? Right, of course I'm taking a small buy, very small buy with a tight stop loss, right? Because for me, this is a strong support. The area at which we are sitting at right now is a very strong support. You can already see how multiple time lines have shown us that this is a very strong support, and this is the Monday low for November 25th. Yes, 25th November. This was the Monday Asia low. This was the Asia low for it, right? And is a strong bounce zone. Is a strong bounce zone. So I expect the market to come here quickly with this. That's why you can see my stop losses right below the previous week low. It's my personal belief that if we take out all these levels, if the market hits my SL and opens below the previous week low, we are going all the way down to 80k. And what this is going to do is it's going to give the market a double bottom, right? So let's say we lose this region. And we go way down. There's every chances that we are going to pick this 79k liquidity, and then we are going to bounce back, which is going to give us a perfect W pattern, right? Going down to the previous month low, taking out the liquidity below it, and then forming a W pattern to synergize this whole area. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame so that this chart will be simplified. Now you can see on the 4-hour time frame how it's very simple, right? We come down, we pick this liquidity, we form a double bottom, and then we go back up, right? That's if we lose this current level. Like I said, of course, the reason why I am taking this buy is because of this liquidity pool here, this liquidity pool in this zone. Yes, this is why I'm taking a buy, right? Over the weekend, I thought the market was going to dump. I told us on Wednesdays the market pumps, on Thursdays the market starts to reset, right? And then, of course, during the weekend, Friday you have a little pump, Saturday you have a little pump, but Sunday evenings start getting out of the market, right? So this is the plan on BTC. And then there's also something I want us to consider very quickly. Let's go back to the weekly time frame. You see, I mentioned some time ago how that I'm still having a bias of 71k. I don't want us to forget this level. You can see this level right here. This is 71,453.20, 71,453. I still have a bias for this area, right? And this is because if we are going to take out this liquidity here and we bounce here, and there's still possibility of us going down, we are going to take out this liquidity and we are going to drop lower. Yes, so more of like we are hunting liquidity on the wicks. Yes, we are hunting liquidity on the wicks. So look at this. So if the market goes down here, it will not just bounce at this region. Chances are that it will come to this area, clear out this liquidity, and then it's not going to correct. And at this point, I will be buying BTC in huge volumes, right? I'm not fully into the market because I still feel like we still have this week to take out. I sometimes taught my private traders about filling weeks, how to fill up weeks, and how the market continues to fill up weeks until we have a full body shift, right? Something that doesn't have a week, say. All right, so I believe we start this ATK liquidity to deal with. If we can take it out any moment, probably within this week, next week, to be a perfect time to start loading up those bags, right? And in case we take out this liquidity this week and we are looking to eye out on this week, then it will also be a very good buy. Meanwhile, this is the Monday Asia low for 7th April, right? So these are two major buy zones for BT. So we have 79k and 74k as the major buy zones for BTC, right? So this is my bias for the market this week for BTC. If you have any question, or if you feel like, oh, you have a different opinion, I would love to hear your sentiments in the comment section. And then the reason why we dumped yesterday, of course, many people have been asking me, why did we dump yesterday? I've been getting that question from Twitter, and it's a simple answer, right? I gave a tweet on why we dumped yesterday, but I think I'm going to quote that tweet. Now look at what happened here. What do you think is this? What do you think is this? For those of you that study candlesticks and pattern, you should know what this is. This is a head and shoulder, and it's a bearish pan. It's a bearish pan. There was no two ways. It was a bearish pan. So the market gave the sign. The market gave every bit of sign for the dump. The only thing there is you ignored it. We had this trend line to battle with. We lost it. Right, we lost this trend line, and I said it in my previous video. If you go to my previous upload, you see where I said it, that the moment we lose this trend line, we are heading down. It was quite simple, right? So that's why we dumped yesterday. And besides that, I think, today is 1st of December, so we also had all the algo bots resetting portfolios for the month, right? So there was bound to be that huge volume to the downside. We already had a bias to the downside. So if the algos are going to reset, of course they are going to reset in the direction of the prevalent trend. Yes, they are going to reset in the direction of the prevalent trend, and that's why we dumped. So I believe this should help you and this should guide you for the rest of the week. Always remember to come check your BTC on the monthly, weekly, daily, and your 4-hour. Your 4-hour time frame is one of the best time frames for you to decide or predict BTC accurately. Your 4-hour time frame is very, 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 very important, right? I'll always recommend the 4-hour time frame. But for now, I gotta go, guys. Make sure to drop those comments, ask those questions, and of course I'm going to answer them for you. See ya, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, bye.